Excuse me. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very early, very late, very not prepared edition of Stout Live with the Zoom homies. And there are homies, I just don't have them in here yet because I've got to make a change on the main account. I need to do that tomorrow. But I'm going to let everybody in here real quick. They'll start popping in one by one. I don't know how long I'll be here tonight. I took a little nap and I barely just woke up in time to get started. Nothing's prepared in DaVinci, nothing's prepared in OBS. It's been a long, coldful day. Hello, Rich. You are first. I let everybody in at one time. Why did they? What? Let's try that again. I clicked the admit all button. And for some reason, you're the only one that let it through. There comes Greg. There comes Sam. There comes Darren. Greg. There comes Sam. There comes and Greg's got YouTube on.
And no, I don't.
Greg's got YouTube on. Nope, be Sam now.
I don't.
Greg's got YouTube on. Oh, you did, but all right. Let me get rid of the waiting room. I'm not going to be here very long. I'm not going to be here very long. I just literally woke up 10 minutes ago from a nap. I told Mrs. K to wake me up at 8 o'clock so I could prepare, and she didn't do it. She forgot all about it. Which, that's the second thing today she forgot to do. There's no pop-out chat. There's no nothing. I just went straight in here and got started. Excuse me.
You okay, Ken?
Yeah, I'm fine, Chris. I got a little bit of a scratchy throat and a cough and slight headache, a little bit of a fever, but yeah, I'm fine. I'll be all right. Tony Wallow was first. One Fish 26 was second. Greg was third and says sneaky. Sin Vicious says sup. Long Dog says I be here. And BH Ringer says evening all. Haven't done much of anything today. I've been outside twice. Had to run to Walmart. We ran out of a few things that, in my estimation, were not needed for today. We had mixed snow and rain. Nothing stuck. Well, I mean, it made it wet and miserable, but kind of chilly. So, anyway, it is good to see everybody. I did talk to Doug Betts this afternoon for a little bit, a few minutes. Had a really good conversation with Doug. I always enjoy talking to Doug, one-on-one in Zoom. Very interesting, enlightening, and educational conversations. Excellent for the reminders. Digital assistant for things like waking me up. Yeah, I normally use Alexa to wake me up, but I knew she was cooking dinner, and I knew that I hadn't set anything up in DaVinci or anything. I did screw around with DaVinci early this morning, but I didn't set it up like I normally do.
Alexa was cooking dinner?
Yeah, it's a new feature they've got, actually. You say, hey, Alexa, cook me dinner, and they say, sure, what would you like? So, anyway.
I had baked chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn.
That sounds good. We had carrots, potatoes, pork tenderloin, but it wasn't baked. She sliced it relatively thin and cooked it. Yeah.
What about okra?
No, as a matter of fact, Alexa said okra is on the I cannot cook that list.
I would believe that.
Rick Lake says hello. Hey, Jeff, how'd your grandson do?
Lost today.
One game or two?
One game. That was the end of it. They only had one game.
Oh, okay.
Against a good team, though, they might have had a chance, but the other team made a couple of tremendous defensive plays on balls that were hit. You know how sometimes you're watching a pro ball game and you'll see the outfielder leap and almost be sideways to catch a ball?
Right.
They did that twice, the other team did. and caught the ball to save a hit. So, and they didn't lose by that much. They lost by, I think, 1 run or something like that.
Was this against an older team?
No, but supposedly all these boys were still 11 years old, but a lot of them were bigger. They had gotten made up one team out of a bunch of really good players. So, and none of the parents were that unhappy. We all felt like that the other team really was a good team. So, and the
Okay.
boys didn't come home crying or anything. I mean, they just sort of accepted it. I mean, and you lose sometimes.
Right. Well, of course.
And there were 1 or 2 mistakes our team made. One kid let a ball go under his glove and get into the outfield. And there was another error made by our team, a guy getting on to first base. And if those 2 had not happened, we might have had a shot. But nobody's perfect.
Right.
These are 11-year-old kids yet. Can't expect them to be perfect.
Nope. Nope, you cannot.
And so some parents get all excited. In the game that was ahead of us, I heard one father from the game ahead of us go stomping off cussing about something that happened. And I mean, that's not productive when you have kids around,
Nope.
So I'll probably jump up and leave at some point in here. Kids are still here, and their dad has a meeting he's at tonight. So when he lets me know he's home, I've got to take the kids. So
All right.
in an hour and a half, I'll have to do that.
PH Ringer says that it's still snowing up in his neck of the woods, but no accumulation. Yeah, that's the best kind of snow there is right there. Non-accumulating. Well, I'm looking at the sport. I didn't even keep up with sports today. Indianapolis somehow come back to win. Detroit won.
A lot of commenting on the college football playoff today.
Yeah, Florida State's whining. Maybe rightfully so. I don't know.
I'm not sure Alabama should have gotten in.
They beat the number 1 team in the nation at the time, so.
Well, but I don't think Georgia deserved to drop to number 5 either. Only a 3-point difference. But
Yeah.
who am I?
Yeah.
And I don't have a dog in that fight. No pun intended.
I wouldn't have been shocked if they would have set it up for it to be Michigan, Washington, Alabama, and Georgia, and then Michigan play, I don't know, Georgia and or Washington play Alabama, and then if they both won, that would put a rematch for the national
Now,
championship.
is
That would
it
have been
next
pretty good.
year that they're expanding that to 8
Yep.
teams?
I don't know what the expansion is to, but they are expanding it next year. Yes.
Okay, it's 8. I read one place. I mean I think that's right.
Is that okay? So how are they going to have 8 games and that's
Well,
going to
they're
last
gonna
the
have-
entire month of January?
Well, they're going to have 4 games to decide the final 4, I guess, right?
I guess. So you have a quarterfinal,
I don't know if they'll
semifinal,
be
and
playoffs
final.
or all of them will be bowls or only the last 4 teams.
It'll be
What?
tied to the bowl system, I'm sure. Sure of that. Hello, Ski Man. Ski Man joins us over in chat.
Oh, BH used the S word.
Green Bay's beating Kansas City.
I saw that.
No
did.
4-letter S words are allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be here before we know it. Derek Gilholm says, hi, Ken. Long Dog, been watching this camera on a train.
Well,
And-
in the second quarter, Green Bay's ahead. Maybe the Chiefs will come back.
I think the only upset I see maybe might be Houston, Denver. San Francisco put a little bit of a hurt on Philadelphia today. 42-19. Right now, there's a 3-way tie. Actually, there's a 4-way tie for the wild card position in the NFL. In the AFC, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Indianapolis, and Houston are all 7-5. Denver 6-6. They're not completely out of the picture. That could change so much. I don't think the Colts are going to win the division. Jacksonville would have to absolutely collapse for that to happen. They're 8-3 with 6 games to go. They're playing 17 games this year. So they would have to absolutely collapse, go 0-6. That'd make them 8-9. Colts would have to go, I don't know, 3-3. That'd make them 10-8. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. We'll see. The C word, yeah, the dreaded snow, which will be here accumulating before we know it. So I'm gonna bounce out of here, guys. Zoom will be running. I may be back later. I'm gonna go lay down, see if I can't get to feeling better. So I apologize for such a short stream. I thank everyone for being here. Tony Wallow, Long Dog, Darren Gilholm, Ski Man, 21632, Rick Lakes, BH Ringer, Long Dog, Sin Vicious, probably said Long Dog twice. And oh yes, Greg did make a comment, so I got to mention Greg. Thank you.
Better.
I know. That's even when I'm not at my 100% best, I can still remember to mention Greg. I'm not going to turn the camera back on. I'm just going to stop the stream.
Right.